Hi, my name is Lindsey, and I've been dreaming of having a dog ever since I was a kid. I bet everyone wanted to have a furry friend who would always be near, play with you nonstop, and secure your late night walks, since it's the bravest defender with whom you can share everything. If anyone dared to harass you, they would get their pants ripped in the least. I don't know what made me want to have a dog so much. Maybe it's because of all the movies where families with fluffy creatures looked happier, or because of my friends who had pets and whom I envied. I began a tactical offense on my parents and asked them to present me with a puppy before every significant holiday. My main mistake was idealizing everything. I had no idea about all the difficulties and responsibilities that come into your life with a pet. My parents tried their best to explain to me that dogs are not toys and require lots of time, effort, patience, and other things, which I completely ignored. What kind of a kid would I be if I listened to my parents, right? At that time, it just felt like they were looking for a way to talk me out of it, that's all. I couldn't be more wrong. My parents eventually gave in under the pressure of my demands, and soon enough, our house became home to the cutest and loveliest puppy. I was walking on air since my dream had finally come true. My euphoria lasted for a few months. It was enough to cover up for all the unfortunate happenings, like the poop mines that the puppy would leave all over our apartment. My parents didn't help me to look after the dog, saying it was my pet and my responsibility. It's hard to disagree with that, but I was still feeling offended by my mom and dad from time to time. When growing up, my puppy would do a lot of nasty things, even if they didn't seem that nasty to him. Everyone else was annoyed with them. My fluff ball used to chew up shoes, rip wallpaper, pee all over the place, steal food, and do other annoying things that made him look way less cute in my eyes. With time, even walking him out began to feel like a punishment to me. Rain or heat, whether I was sick or not, I had to take the animal out, and my family members seldom agreed to do it instead of me. My unconditional love for the pet turned to irritation and exhaustion. My parents didn't want to give the dog away, though. They believed that I had to bear the responsibility for my own desires and others' lives. They reminded me that I was no angel when I was a baby. I didn't let them sleep at night, broke a lot of things, and drew on the walls, being full of creativity. Yet they never wanted to give me away, if only to our neighbors as a joke. Wait, what? Oh, very funny. Anyways, back to the dog. Soon enough, I stopped thinking about giving away that not-so-small-anymore beast. My puppy grew up and started to behave better, even though he still tries to steal something tasty to this day. I became accustomed to walking him out. I can't say I'm always happy about having to go outside, but it doesn't tire me out as much anymore. And even though my dog grew up to be a rascal because I didn't bother with training him and thought he would educate himself somehow, he's my rascal, and I love him with my whole heart. Even though this love costs me sleep and stolen donuts from time to time. So, what advice can I give you? Think well. Think whether you are ready to take a great responsibility for someone else and not let someone who believes in you down. Before getting a cat or a dog, try looking after your friends or relatives' pet for a week. It will be a great experience that can influence your final decision. Like my dad once said, at least children grow up and start looking after themselves, but a pet will always depend on you. Do you have pets? Write in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and see other stories.